Hey there, history buffs! Welcome back to another fascinating journey through time. If you thought ancient calendars were confusing, wait until you hear about ancient weeks. These timekeeping systems were as diverse as the cultures that created them. Tracking time back then wasn't just a hassle for citizens, but it's a real headache for us, trying to piece together historical events today. So, let's dive in and unravel the mysteries of ancient weeks. Just like calendars, different ancient civilizations had their own unique weeks. Each culture had its own way of dividing time, reflecting their unique lifestyles and beliefs. In the ancient Hebrew tradition, and still today, people follow a week based on God's command. Work for 6 days, rest on the seventh. This 7-day cycle has been a cornerstone of their culture for millennia. This has been going strong for millennia, influencing many other cultures and religions around the world. Now, the Assyrians were somewhat close with their 6-day week. Their system was slightly different, but still fascinating in its own right. On the flip side, the Inca had an 8-day week. Quite the range, right? This longer week was tied to their agricultural and religious practices. Other civilizations had their own systems too, each one tailored to their unique needs and understanding of the cosmos. The ancient Egyptians and Greeks used 3 10-day weeks in a month. This decadal system was quite efficient for their administrative and ceremonial purposes. The Mayans had even longer cycles with 13-day and 20-day weeks. Their complex calendar system was deeply intertwined with their astronomical observations and religious rituals. And some African tribes, they kept it short with a 4-day week. This shorter cycle was practical for their community activities and trade. One of the earliest adopters of the 7-day week were the Babylonians, over 4,000 years ago. Their system was based on the lunar cycle and had a significant influence on subsequent cultures. They weren't alone. Persians, Chinese, and Islamic nations also used this system. The 7-day week spread far and wide, becoming a global standard. But believe it or not, the pre-flood world might have beaten them all to it. Some theories suggest that ancient civilizations had a 7-day week even before recorded history. Fast forward to the Romans. Their influence on the modern calendar is undeniable. Emperor Constantine officially incorporated the 7-day week into the Roman calendar in 321 AD. This decision was pivotal in standardizing the week across Europe. Before converting to Christianity, the Lithuanians had a 9-day week. Their unique system reflected their pagan traditions and agricultural cycles. The French Revolution brought its own calendar chaos. Revolutionary fervor led to radical changes in timekeeping. In 1793, Gilbert Rome designed a calendar starting on the fall equinox, stripping away religious days. This new system aimed to break from the past and create a secular society. He adopted the ancient Greeks and Egyptian system of 3 10-day weeks. However, this radical change was short-lived, but after 13 years, Napoleon scrapped it. The traditional 7-day week was reinstated, proving its resilience. The Soviets also tried shaking things up with their eternal calendar, 5 6-day weeks. But workers revolted, and they soon reverted to the Gregorian calendar. This experiment showed the challenges of altering deeply ingrained timekeeping systems. So, if you're scratching your head over ancient dates not lining up with biblical events, this is one big reason why. The diversity in week lengths and calendar systems makes historical timelines complex. It's not the Bible that's wrong. It's the secular calendars and varying week lengths that are to blame, and that's a wrap. Understanding these differences helps us appreciate the rich tapestry of human history. Ancient weeks, more confusing than you thought. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. Stay curious and keep exploring the past.